for YouTube as well. Hi, Lillian. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So let's get to it, you guys. Happy Friday. Can you guys hear me okay? How's the volume? Like I said, it's been a while, so set up. Good morning. Can you guys hear me okay over there? All is well. Give me a thumbs up if you can. All right. Well, let's get to it, you guys. Yes, thank you so much. All right, let's get to it. So we've got our foam roller close, right? We're going to start on that mat. Give yourself a little wiggle through those shoulders. Stand with those heels about sit bone distance apart. We're just going to start with a little bounce, a little grounding. Plant those feet, bend those knees. Just let your bones sink. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Good. Now, stretch nice and long. And then bring your hands to your hips, bend those knees, and scrunch. We're going to start with little scrunches of the feet. So, doming of the arches. You're drawing all 10 toes back towards the heels, and you're trying to keep the ankles in a fairly neutral alignment, nice and parallel to begin. You can swing those arms a little here. Keep that breath moving in through the nose and out through the mouth. Excellent. Now we're going to set those feet down, stand a little taller, and circle. My ankles are a little stiff today. Been pushing these legs this week. Let's reverse in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's take it with the opposite foot. Circle around. Keep that chin and chest lifted. Keep that breath moving in through the nose and out through the mouth. Circle in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to start with that little body tornado today. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet flat, the balls of the feet together, the heels slightly separated, so you're in that parallel position. Bend your knees and actually bring your knees together, and then circle the knees around the metatarsals. Around, and again, feel that weight rolling across the metatarsals from one side to the other, and from one foot to the other. Maintain that neutral spine as best as you can as you circle those knees. Excellent. Now bring your feet wider than your shoulders. And we're just going to start with a little hip shift, east and west, or north and south, depending on where you're facing. Now, we're going to take it all the way around. So you should feel hip extension, lateral shift, hip flexion, lateral shift, right? Circle those hips. Again, maintaining a fairly neutral spine. So this is about lubricating those hip joints, not quite the spine yet. And reverse. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Excellent. Now, give yourself a little wiggle. Let's start to mobilize those ribs just a little bit. Take the ribs east and west. Now start to bring a little more purposeful breath. So inhale, expand. Exhale, return. Inhale, expand. And exhale, return. Inhale, open it up. And return and inhale. Good. Now we're going to inhale the front. And exhale. Now inhale to the back. So you're rounding the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open to the front. And exhale. Inhale, open to the back. Notice my arms are making a similar pattern, so we're working a little internal and external rotation. Inhale, open. Let's turn the palms to face up. And exhale now. From here, internal rotation, palms down. Round the spine and exhale. Again, inhale. Chest open. Thumbs really reach back. And exhale. And inhale, internal rotation. Try to drive those elbows forward and those thumbs back. And exhale. Now give yourself a nice little wiggle. Bring those feet back to the center. And I want you to think about shoulder rolls. So try to find this movement coming from that sternoclavicular joint. Collarbones are circling. Scapula are circling. The arm is participating. Now let's start to add a little internal and external rotation. Pinky fingers, thumbs. Pinky fingers, thumbs. Pinky fingers, thumbs. Now let's take that into the larger circle. Add spinal flexion and extension. Knee bends, ankle bends, and a little hip flexion and extension. Let those fingers start to come closer to the floor, sweeping across the floor as you feel comfortable. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Open. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Open. Give your shoulders a nice little wiggle. Excellent. Now, we're going to come to the back edge of the mat, and we're going to really just jump right into it. So grab your foam roller, make sure it's close. I'm just going to double check that all is well. Wonderful. Fantastic. All right, let's do this, guys. So, we've got our buddy ready to go. Oh, we never did our actual tornadoes. Let's do the tornadoes before we get there. Got carried away with those big circles. So let's bring those feet planted right in the center. Good. Balls of the feet touching. You're going to start with those knees and then get those hips moving. So this is an incredible way to get that thoracolumbar fascia ready, primed and ready, lubricated and ready for action. Now we're letting those shoulders respond to these circular motions that are happening. Let's bring the hands to the shoulders. Now, if you're feeling comfortable, bring it into your full body tornado. One more. Now, sweep it up and circle out. Good. Now, my knees were just going to the right. So now I'm going to go left. Figure out which way you were just going and now go the other way. Because you don't want to walk in circles all day because you wound up only in one direction. So here we go. Feet together. Soles of the feet grounded. Find a little knee bend. Circle to the left or to the second side. Knees start. Let your hips follow. Now let those ribs join the party. Let your shoulders join in. And then let those hands come to the shoulders. And then again, remember, the pace is up to you, right? There's no wrong way to do this except for too fast. So make sure you can enjoy the ride. Circle those arms. If you feel comfortable, throwing them up. Open. Open, last one. Sweep them up. Circle them out and down. And give that wiggle. Now we get to the back edge of the mat. All right. So we're a little more warmed up back there. We're going to start in that Pilates V. Zip to the midline. Length through the front of the hips. Circle the arms out and up. Out and down. Nod your chin round and roll. Find that forward fold. Fingertips tickle the floor. Lift them through the belly. We're going to come down into a little crouch. Make sure your knees come through your arms. Extend and zip. And let's inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. We're going to walk it out to those knees and find our quadruped. Release those feet. Give yourself a few shoulder rolls, feeling the load in those arms. So you don't want to sit back in your hips. Really get some weight, some body weight over those arms. And roll those shoulders. Now lift it through the belly. Let's see if we can tuck the toes. Pick the knees up and just shift right and left. Right and left. Again, keeping that weight forward in the upper body. Left one more time. Back to center. Set those knees down. Release the feet. Just give yourself a little shoulder tap here. So opposite arm to shoulder. Bring that sternum forward. I should say arm to opposite shoulder. Right? Now from here, we're going to take it out to the side and out to the side. Trying to keep the body steady and still. We're going to inhale, right? So we're not collapsing or twisting or dipping. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take it overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reach it long. And inhale. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Now with those hips, let's take some circles around the knees. Again, feeling the load come across the arms. Let's reverse directions. Find that breath. Inhale as your sits bones reach back. Exhale forward. And bring it on down. Good. We're going to grab that foam roller. And I'm going to have you start with just a touch of releasing the front of the thighs and the glutes and hamstrings so that as we get into this core workout, as we get into the abdominals, we don't have any restrictions that are going to distract us from feeling what we want to feel through the belly and through the waistline, through that midsection. So back yourself up a bit. Bring your foam roller to the front of your thighs and bring your forearms down to the mat. Toes are going to tickle the floor. Remember, when those feet float up, the hips and the back sinks and the belly relax. That's too much for the back. So we're going to lift the abdominals, soften the thighs, press down into those forearms, and just start with one leg and then the other leg. Just a little bend. Just breathe and be heavy on that foam roller with your thighs. Make sure your shoulders feel comfortable. Now, with the right leg, you're going to bend and just roll it side to side. And then let it lie down. And then the left leg, bend and roll. Now, if it's been a while or you don't do this regularly, this could feel horrible. And it's okay. Just move a little slower and remember to breathe and take breaks whenever you need. So we're going to stretch both legs long and then make sure they're extra soft. And we're going to start to bring a little bit of rolling into the mix. Again, legs are parallel and about hip distance. If you find that this is agony, don't move. Just bring the foam roller to a spot, breathe, and let your body try to melt into it. And then move it just an inch. And just let your focus stay on finding calmness in the body, right? So we're not trying to create a sense of panic in response to the discomfort. We want to breathe and relax into these tissues. Now, we're going to turn the legs out, toes wide, and we're going to roll through the inside front line. So this is closer to the VMO line in those quads. So you're still on the front of the thighs, but you're closer to the inner thighs on the quads. And again, rolling back and forth as you feel comfortable. You're going to find spots that are a little more sticky or a little more sensitive than others, and that's just fine. Let's go ahead and bring the foam roller closer to the knees again, and we're going to bring the legs all the way back to the midline. Now, I'm going to shift onto the left side first. So the left forearm stays down, the right hand props up. We're going to roll just slightly, right hip open. So what this is doing is putting pressure still on the front of the thigh. So we're not on the side of the leg, but the front of the thigh, and we're rolling through those tissues of the vastus lateralis. So this is the outside front line of that left thigh. And again, just work in a range that's tolerable for you to stay calm and soft through those tissues. You can find sticky spots and bend the knee. You can wiggle that leg up and down. You can rotate, whatever your body is asking for. And if it's asking for a break, take it, right? Give yourself that break. All right. So now let's do the second side. So we've got the foam roller close to the knees and zipped to the midline with the legs. Right forearm is down. Left hand comes to the mat. We're on the outside front edge of your right thigh. Breathe. Again, keep your belly lifted to support your back. Make sure your neck and shoulders feel comfortable. And we want to make sure that we stop before we get into the hip area. We do not want to irritate any of the bursa around the joint by shoving the head of the femur into the socket with body weight and gravity working together. All right, so we're going to come on down from there. Place that foam roller in front of you and take a seat. Now, you're going to start with your feet wider than your shoulders and your knees open. And I want your sits bones to be just in front of the foam roller with your tailbone behind it. So we're in sort of that bottom of the bottom area, and we're just going to rock side to side. And as you do this, it might feel tender. It might not, but we're just trying to say hello there, stimulate those tissues, get a little heavy. Now, we're going to stay on the first side, right or left, it's up to you, and you're just going to take a tiny bit of forward and back rock. And then you're going to place that same hand down. So I'm on my left hip, so the left hip comes down. My right hand comes under my left thigh, and I'm just going to pick that leg up as I stay heavy on that left bottom. And I'm just going to move my femur around a little bit. So my pelvis is staying still. And I'm just kind of rocking that femur as I apply pressure to the bottom of the bottom. Now, I'm going to take my right foot and slide it out a little bit. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh, and then reach my left hand back behind me. Scooping through the belly, I'm going to roll onto the glutes. So now I'm in the back of my bottom. I'm not on the side of my hip, I'm on the back of the bottom, and we're going to roll forward and back through these tissues. Good. And then as you move, you can take a little side to side rock. Again, making sure that we don't want to put pressure on the side of the hip while we're bearing weight. Excellent. All right, so now let's take the second side. So as I take a seat with my feet wide again and I rock side to side, I can feel the difference. Can you? Right? The right side that I haven't rolled yet is still a little held, a little tight, and this side relaxes easily into that foam roller. So as we move into some of our abdominal work, my hip flexors are going to be less likely to grip because we don't have this tightness back here restricting us. So we're going to shift over to that right. I'm going to shift to the right side now. Place the right hand on the foam roller and the left hand underneath. And then I'm just staying heavy, and I'm just going to wiggle that femur around while I stay heavy on the right bottom. This is the bottom of the bottom. So I'm in between the sit bone and the coccyx, really, the tailbone. Right, give a little side to side rock, get that femur moving, and then slide the left leg away a little, cross that right ankle over the left femur, and then again, give it a little hug. Reach that right hand back. Now I'm going to come onto the back of the bottom on the right side. So my left tush is in the air, and I'm rolling on the back of my right cheek. Being mindful of this back shoulder, right, not jamming it into the neck and the jawline. Let the elbow bend. Make sure you feel secure. Adjust this foot depending on where you need it to be for balance. And again, as you move through these tissues, you can take just a little side to side rock as long as you're not coming onto the side of the hip to irritate that bursa. Excellent. Get heavy. Okie dokie. So from here, we're going to take a little stand, just kind of check in, make sure everything feels good. And now we're coming back to that quadruped position. Okay? So we've got shins on the foam roller. We're going to walk it out to our quadruped. Bring that sternum forward. Roll those shoulders and really set the sternum between the palms. Pick up the feet and draw the knees to the midline. Hollow through that belly. Really feel that lift and length through the spine while your sits bones reach back. Now roll the knees to your nose for 1. Exhale 2. Try to keep those heels and balls of the feet and knees touching. And 5. Find length in the spine. Strong through the shoulders. Lifted through the belly. Notice I'm not dropping my legs. Picking them up to the chest and in while trying to feel those sits bones reach back and up. Let's take 2 more. Sometimes counting and talking at the same time just doesn't work. All right, give a little wiggle with those shoulders. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do 1 leg at a time. So make sure those wrists feel comfortable. Remember, you can use knuckles on the floor, or you can even come down to the forearms. It changes your angles a little bit and makes the knee fold a little more challenging. You just have to lift your hips higher. So I'm going to start back on the hands. Chest is forward. Notice I'm starting with the knees back a little behind the hips. So it just gives me a little more range. Now I'm going to float that right leg up, flex, and reach through that right heel. As my tummy pulls in, I'm going to reach my right heel back and the left knee in for 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Excellent. Work, you guys. Set it on down. Reset. These pants are a little slippery today. All right, chin up, chest open. Pointed toes on the right, extend the left, and then flex. Reach through that heel. Chin up, chest open. Try to stay square through the hips and fold it in for 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. One more. And set those knees down. Sit back, tuck your toes, and just give yourself a little stretch through those shoulders. Roll it on up. Give a little wiggle. Now we're going to move the foam roller down just a tiny bit. Now we're going to come to those forearms, and we're going to pick those hips up really high as we fold both knees in. So we're going to come to a full plank, hover plank here, and just breathe for a second. Toes are pointed. Breathe. Long neck, chest wide. You can have hammer fists. You can rotate those forearms and really plant those palms down. It's up to you what feels best. You can even clasp the hands and wrap your fingers. So here we go. Inhale. Fold it up. Look at those knees. Again. And open. And 3. Exhale. 4. And exhale. 5. Now we're going to change the breath. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Open. And exhale 3. Find those shoulders wide each time. 4. Last one. And exhale 5. Bend those knees. Set those shins down or knees down. Come up to those hands and come off of your foam roller. Give a little wiggle. So we should feel a little more warmth through the body. We're going to leave the foam roller where it is. Take a seat in front of it and start with that foam roller across the upper back. Everybody feeling good, I hope? Okay, here we go. So, foam roller is just at the brow line or below those shoulder blade tips. Make sure that it's not so low it's pushing on the floating ribs, right? We don't want to jam our bones into our organs. Now, ideally, we've got a bad boy here. Hang on a second. AC, that's not your toy. You know what? The kids are finally in school, but dog is gonna. He's my baby, right? He's the new baby. Can't destroy the kids' toys. All right. So here we go. Foam rollers across the mid back. We're in a neutral spine or imprint. You choose where your back feels best. Circle those hands back behind the head and then sweep your elbows forward. Draw that tummy in and lengthen your spine as you roll back over the foam roller. Now your head can come to the floor or not, depending on what kind of range you feel comfortable with. Now I want you to gently pull on your head with your arms while your head pushes back into your hands and bring it on up. Now, if that does not feel comfortable for you, you're welcome to grab a towel and place that on the back of your head with your arms a little farther out and pull with the towel as your head pushes into the towel. I hope that makes sense. All right, buddy, here we go. Elbows forward. Head pushes back, arms pull forward. Inhale to lay over the foam roller. And exhale, bring it forward. Inhale back and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. From here, float that right leg up to tabletop. Head and arms stay pressing into each other. That should light up those abdominals right away. We're going to flex and extend. Point and fold in. Exhale 2. Inhale in. Flex 3. Point. Inhale. And 4. Hold it. Point the toe. Kick it up for 1. And 2. And 3, excellent. And 4, set it down. Inhale, left leg in. Exhale, point and fold. Exhale, flex and reach. And 3, last one. Press, hold, point the toe, kick it up for 4. Keeping those toes energized the whole time. 3, and 4, bend and set it down. Now from here, I'm going to lengthen to a little more of a neutral, lengthen that tailbone away from me. So I really have that long spine. And I'm going to roll with my knees, hips, and ribs over to the right and then over to the left. So I'm getting more of an osteofascial stimulation along the sides of the ribs. Rolling side to side. This has got to have some effect on the vestibular system, right? A little rocking. You can close your eyes. All right, now from here, we're going to round into that C curve again. Imprint the low spine or keep it neutral, but front flexion in the upper back. Float those legs up. Now the foam roller is a little more of a boost here, right? So you're pressing that upper abdomen area down and creating length. Zip to the midline, elbows forward, head presses back, hands press forward. We take both legs, stretch. 1, inhale in, exhale, reach 2, inhale in. This is slow and controlled. 3, inhale in, exhale, press 4, inhale in, exhale, press 5, inhale in, not letting your spine move at all. Inhale in, steady through those abdominals. Keep the head and the hands pressing into each other. Exhale and draw those abdominals in. Inhale, expand the pelvic floor. Exhale, draw those abdominals in. Stabilize. 2 more. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale, hold it here. Inner thigh beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fold it in. Ay, ay, ay. Hands to the back to the thighs. Rock it on up. Now, we're going to reset that foam roller right at the base of the spine or the back of the pelvis, and we're going to roll up and over it. Now, you're going to lie down on your back. So, feeling the weight across the back of the shoulders, chin up, chest open. Look for the back of the sacrum resting comfortably on top of that foam roller, and then let your knees rock side to side. So, again, a little osteofascial stimulation across the back of the pelvis. We're going to bring it back to center and square up. Find that neutral. Find that strength through the core. Gently press the hips down into the foam roller and feel how those tissues right along the back of the spine ignite just a little bit. Hands holding the foam roller in place as well, so you can make sure it doesn't slip out from under you. Float those legs up to tabletop, and we're going to stretch the right leg long. Now, try not to let it drop down low yet. We're just going to keep it on the same line as of the torso, and then fold that left knee in as close to your chest as you can get it without rounding the spine. So maintaining that neutral. Here we go. Fold it in for 1 and 2 and 3. Square hips. 4, 5, 6. Switch it up. Energy out through those left toes. Right thigh folds in. Maintain that neutral. Fold it in for 6 and 5. And 4. Stay square through the pelvis. And 2 and 1. Now from here, we're going to can kick the right leg. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Helicopter. And circle 1. Again, focusing on the top leg, pulling to you. 2 and 3. Bend and kick that left leg now. 3, 2, and 1. Now top leg pulls to your nose. 1. Circle around, pull it to your nose, 2. Circle around, pull it to your nose, 3. Both legs float up. Now, careful not to round the spine. Maintain that neutral. Keep the weight across the back of the sacrum. Chin up, chest open. We're going to point the toes and lower the legs, staying stable through the pelvis. This is a double straight leg stretch. Flex. Inhale them up. Point the toes. Lower down. Reach out through those heels. Look for the hamstring stretch at the top. With your bottom reaching long, your long neutral spine, heels to the sky. Point the toes, lower down. Inhale, sweep them up. Try to keep them parallel. Point and lower down. Flex and sweep them up. Let's take 2 more. Inhale. Last one. Chest open, chin up. Head gently presses into the floor. Hold here. Point those toes. Round the spine. Bend the knees. Slowly roll that foam roller out from underneath your hips. Now, see if you can roll the upper body forward enough to grab a hold of the foam roller and pick it up behind your thighs. Take an inhale, rock it up, and find your seated position. Now, We're going to try to hang on to that foam roller. Squeeze it between the backs of the legs, right? So between the calves and the hamstrings, wherever you can hang on to it. Scoop the belly, stay round, hang on to it, rock and roll. Remember, no knees into the nose, hitting, that is. Shoulders wide, hollow through the abdomen, rolling like a ball. Exhale back, inhale up. Find your balance. And 2, stay tight in that ball. And 3, remember this is a massage for the spine. And 4, hug it tight. And 5, doesn't it feel good? 1 more. And bring it on up. Excellent. Now, we're going to puff up the chest and open those knees so they're about shoulder width apart, right? The chest up, and we're going to can kick the legs for our open leg rocker prep. 1, try to keep those thighs close to the shoulders. 2, 3, and 4, and lift your heart. 5 and 6. Now zip to the midline. Find your teaser. Can you bring that foam roller up to your ankles? Good. Bend those knees and set it all down. Now, I was getting a good pull on my foam roller, so I bent it a little bit. All right, so we're going to set those legs on the foam. And we're going to start with the foam roller right underneath the middle of the back of the lower leg. So right at the base of the gastroc is a good starting place. Parallel legs, toes point to the sky. Inhale, high on both sits bones. Exhale, curl round and roll it all the way down. Circle the arms overhead, out to the side, down to the hips, nod the chin. Round and roll up, reach out through those heels. Hollow belly, come up and over for your spine stretch. Sit up nice and tall. Find that starting place. Inhale, exhale, curl. Roll it on down. 1 vertebra at a time. Arms overhead, circle around, widen through the chest. Roll it up and over. Find that spine stretch, and then sit tall. Take 2 more of those, and I'm just going to double check, make sure everybody's on board. We're still recording. Awesome. Fabulous. Good to see you all. All right. So keep it going. Now, from here, we're going to lay it all the way down, and we're going to place those hands next to the hips. Start with your feet as close to your hips as possible. Remember that the farther away your feet are from your hips, the more you're going to feel your hamstrings in your bridge work. The closer they come, we're going to feel a little more glute activation, and that's what I want you to try and find right now. So we're going to chin up, shoulders open, arms pressed down into the floor. Find that neutral. Inhale. Exhale, curl the pelvis round and roll it on up. Now brace with those arms down into the floor. Float your right leg up and just give me a little tap for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Keep it up. Can for 3, 2, 1. Now thread your needle through, kick it up, and through, kick it up, and through, kick it up. Set that right foot down on the foam. Sweep both arms overhead, palms face each other. Fingertips reach in opposition of your sits bones. Roll down through the spine. Flex those feet, lengthen out through those heels. Knit your ribs into your waistline. Sweep the arms in front with an inhale and exhale. Roll it up. Dive your ears in between those biceps. Roll up to sit tall. Let's take it again. Roll it down. Hands to the floor. Bend those knees. Roll that foam roller and find the closest position of that foam roller that your knees will tolerate and that you can maintain your neutral. Chin up, chest open, hands pressed down. Now, we're going to curl round and roll it up. Find the top of that bridge. Keep your chin lifted and your head gently pressing down into the mat behind you. Hips up nice and high, looking for that neutral. We float the left leg up, and we're going to take a little tap and float. 2, exhale, 3. Square through the body, 4, 2 more. Shoulders open, chin up. Hold here for 3 can kicks. Up, and 2, and 3. Now this is a needle thread, so we rotate the pelvis and the ribs as the leg comes through, and then kick it up, and reach it 2, and kick it up. Reach it 3, feel that lovely twist, and set it down. Square off, inhale the arms overhead, roll down, reaching your sits bones away from your fingertips. So your shoulders elevate to open up through those lats and provide more length and mobility through the spine. Flex those feet and reach out through the heels. Inhale, your arms in front of you. Nod your chin round, reach out through the heels, roll up and over, and roll up to sit tall. Give those legs a little wiggle. Feeling good? I hope. All right, let's do it again. Slightly different. Here we go. Foam rollers in line with the middle of the lower leg. We roll it on down. Roll that foam roller close. Heels line up with the sits bones. Hands brace. Chin up, shoulders wide. Curl round and roll up. Inhale at the top. Now we're just going to twist and dip. Rise up, twist, dip. Square off at the top. Right and left. Looking for that rotation of the pelvis. Chin up, shoulders open. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Trying not to rock the knees side to side very much, right? Trying to stay square with those thighs. And one more. Right and left. Arms sweep overhead. Roll down and stretch those legs long. Very good. We're going to fold the right knee into square. So the hands are going to take a nice sweep along the outside and come down on the low diagonal with the palms facing the sky. So a little external rotation in that upper arm. Keep your ribs knit in and that right leg parallel. So don't let it turn out. Try to keep it square. Now, keeping your pelvis equally weighted on both sides on the mat, we're going to take femur circles, just like leg circles, but knee is bent. And I want you to really not let your pelvis move for the first 3 in each direction. Cross down, open it up for 1, and 2, and 3, and then reverse. 3, and 2, and 1. Now from here, we're going to stretch that leg as we turn the hands over. We're going to bring the hips up and over. So again, hips and bottom of the ribcage, shoulders stay square. Roll over to the right, stretch the legs, circle down, and then square off and sweep it back up. Take it up and over. Keep that right shoulder down. Sweep around and back up. Notice the left heel is flexed and I'm reaching long through that leg. We're maintaining length on both sides of the body. Circle down and around. Sweep it up. Reverse. Out and down. Cross it over and up. Out and down. Cross it over and up. One more. Cross it over and up. Bend the knee. Grab the back of the thigh, nod your chin round and roll up. Square off at the top. Here we go. Can for 3, 2, 1. Climb your tree. Nod. Roll back. See if you can get that thigh to 90 degrees. Flex. Lower it down all the way to the foam roller. Release. Reach for the feet. The ankles, the calves, whatever you can reach. Give them a little love. My toes start to get cold by this point. And roll it on up. Give a little wiggle. All right, so let's do it. Inhale at the top. Round and roll it down. Hands down, keeping the right thigh, right calf on the foam roller. Square off through the hips and the ribs. Fold that left leg in. Turn the palms to face up and staying square through the torso. Parallel through that left thigh. Leg circles for 3 and 2. Keeping that pelvis super steady. And reverse. Take it out, down, cross, and up. And 2, and 3. Excellent. No movement with those hips, right? Now turn the hands over. So we've got internal rotation now. Hands a little wider. We're going to take the hips up and over that right side. Stretch long through the left leg. Circle it down. Square off. Stay stable as the leg comes out and up. Take it up and over for 2. Reaching out through that right heel, out and up. And again, 3, chin up, chest open, and sweep it up. Let's reverse directions. Take it out and down with a steady square pelvis. Cross it over and sweep it up. And 2, and over and sweep it up. Last one, open, over, and sweep it up. Bend that knee into the chest. Grab the hand to the back of the thigh, hug it in, roll it up. Find the top of that teaser prep. Can kick it for 3, 2, 1. Climb your tree. Good. Round into it. and then roll back. So you're reaching out through that right heel as the left leg tries to find 90 degrees. It's trying to find vertical. We're going to flex the foot, lower it down all the way back to that foam roller next to the right. Release and grab a hold. Give a little squeeze, a little love to those toes. Just wake them up. Awesome job. All right, roll it up. How are we feeling, you guys? Feeling pretty good? Hopefully. Give a little wiggle with those thighs. All right. Now, I want you to take that foam roller in front of you. And we're going to start laying on your right side with your right arm nice and long. Now, that left leg is going to lay on top of the foam roller. And you can start with it coming down low, lower than 90, or you can bring it all the way up to 90 degrees. Find what feels most comfortable for your body. Make sure that the bottom side of the waistline, so that right side of the waistline is slightly lifted, chin is up, chest is open, but the hips are stacked. We're going to flex through that right foot and just lift for 1, 2, chin up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up, point the toes, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your left hand, so your top arm to that foam roller. Press down into it and bring those legs together. Start with a baby flutter kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now take your right leg back and your left leg forward. Turn your right palm, so the hand that's on the floor, down, and start to roll that foam roller forward and bring it back. Now switch the legs. Right leg forward, left leg up. Don't let it drop. Keep it lifted. And again, roll that foam roller forward and bring it back. Switch the legs again. Inhale. Try not to let your pelvis go. Feel that waistline. Head is hovering, right? Switch those legs. And again, roll it forward and bring it back. Switch the legs. Looking to that right hand and bring it back. One more time. Right leg forward and hold it here. You can adjust that foam roller so that the palm of the hand is really pressing. Down with the left, down with the right. Chin up, chest open. Good. Now just pulse that back leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zip them together. Now we're going to keep the legs directly beneath us or slightly in front of you. You choose where your banana is today. Soften that right shoulder. Keep bracing into that left hand. Turn the palm to face up. Legs high. Float the upper body up for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Lengthen. 7, and 8. 2 more. Exhale. Lay it all down. Oh, that was great. Bend those knees. Bring both hands to the floor. Walk it on up. Now, slide that top leg just past the bottom leg and give yourself a little stretch, and then sweep it to the other side. And here's where that stretch is going to feel really good. And back again. Up and over. And back. One more time. Up and over. Now hold here. Give yourself a little forward reach on the diagonal, keeping that belly lifted. And back to side bend. And then circle it open chest. Back and down. Good job. Give a little wiggle. Now, foam roller is maybe middle of your mat, right? It's centered. We're going to lie down on that left side now and do the second side. So we start with that palm facing up. Remember, you can always modify to find what works best for your body today. We're going to start with that right knee and lower leg on the foam roller. Chin up, chest open, maybe head hovering. Find what works best for you to find that long neutral spine here. Lifted through the left side of the waistline. From here, we flex that left foot, chin up, chest open, pulse for 10, 9. This is a tap and raise. 7, 6, and 5. Keep that right side waistline long. 4 and 3. So you're requiring movement at the hip joint, not movement at the waistline and the spine. Now we're going to hold it up right here. Point the toes and pulse for 10, 9, 8, chin up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now from here, I'm going to push down with my right hand into the foam roller as my right leg comes to meet the left. Now my head is up, my chest is open, I'm hovering, I'm pushing, right? We're going to take a little scissor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I'm going to keep my right leg forward, both legs high. Roll up, turn the left palm down, please. Roll that foam roller forward and bring it back. Adjust the foam roller as you need. Now, switch the legs, left leg forward. Roll it forward and bring it back. And again, switch the legs. Roll it forward and bring it back. Switch the legs. Keep those hips stacked. So we're looking for thoracic rotation as we stay stable through the pelvis. Rotate around, push down into that foam roller. Switch those legs. Rotate around and hold. Adjust the foam roller so that your right palm can keep pressing down. You're going to soften that left shoulder. Keep both legs high. Tummy pulled in, chest open. Right leg pulses up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chest open. 9, 10. Bringing it back to center. Again, brace the foam, stretch those legs long. We're in a long sideline position. Palm faces up, upper body floats up for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Find your bananas. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Last one. Reach it long with a smile in the body, and everything lies down. Very good. Bend those knees, hands to the floor. Bring it on up. Give a nice little wiggle. That should have felt really great. We're going to take that foam roller off to the side for a moment. And we're going to take our knees stacked. So I have the right hand down first, just an inch or so away from the front edge of the mat. Knees are stacked, shins are parallel to the bottom edge. And we're just going to take a few shoulder rolls. So let those lats stretch. Let those ribs open. Now, connect through that right side. Stretch your left arm long. Float those hips up. Now from here, we thread our needle. We take it through and open. 2 and open. Look under that arm. 3 and open. Extend that leg. Give me 10, 9, 8. Head up, chest open. 5, 4, 3. Stacked and square through the body. Parallel legs, right? Now flex that foot and plant it towards the front of your mat. If you can, pick up that bottom leg, stagger those feet. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, thread your needle through and open. Thread your needle through. Left arm to right ankle. Push long with that right arm. Lift those hips. Find that waistline. Inhale. One more time. And open. Now from here, we're going to swivel to a square plank. Chin up, chest open. Long spine. 1 tricep push up. Right leg floats up, point the toe, pulse 3, 2, 1. Fold it in to the nose. Stretch it back, set it down. We're going to lower our body all the way down. Release the feet. Try to keep the heels lined up with the sits bones. And just take a little baby extension, a little rocket or a little swan. Inhale here. Ribs are down, tummy is tight. Sweep those arms forward. Reach them up and out. Circle them around. Palms face the sky and we pump. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. One more set. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands back to the mat. Eyes lead the way. Float to the top of your spine. Now nod your chin round and fold back. Find a long stretch, lifting the belly and the ribs away from the thighs with an inhale. And then roll it up. Give a nice little wiggle. Hopefully that felt great. All right, let's do side 2. I'm going to take just a quick sip of water, and then we'll get that second side happening. All right. Come on, don't spill on me. There we go. Okie doke. So now we've got our knees bent, our shins are stacked. Left hand is at the front edge of the mat, right? Just an inch away from the front. Legs are stacked. We're going to start with those nice big circles of the shoulder girdle. One more. Now from here, float that arm up. Find that postural connection. Lift through the ribs and the waistline. Float those hips up. Now this is a hinge at the hips and a little shift. Inhale, look under and extend up. That left elbow, that bottom elbow, soften slightly. And one more. And up. Stretch that right leg long. Make sure everything's stacked and lined up. We pulse. 2 parallel legs. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to flex and plant that foot at the front of the mat and find your side plank. You can leave that knee down if you'd like, and you can also come to the forearm. Just breathe. Feel that side body connection. Now inhale, thread your needle. Right hand to the left ankle and open chest. And again, thread. Lift at those hips. Feel that left side waistline rising up. Chest open. One more. And back open. Swivel to your square plank. Center yourself on your mat. Find that length and strength in the body. Connect. Push the toes towards the palms and the palms towards the toes. We're going to take a little tricep push up. Float that left leg up. Point those toes. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Fold the knee to the nose. Stretch it back out and set that down. Lower yourself all the way to the mat. Release the feet. Lift through the belly and plug that pelvis into the mat. Roll those shoulders and find some length. Ribs are down, chest is open. Now, from here, we're just going to sweep those hands back right away and take it into our palms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 4, 5. Last set, finding length in the body. Now, circle those arms overhead. Palms face each other. A little swim. Left leg up, right leg up, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, quicker pace, sniff, sniff, blow, blow. That's it. Circle around, open chest. Good. Hands to the mat. Legs lower down a little wider. Rise up, find the top of your swan. Now from here, rock your swan, but keep those hands on the floor. Inhale, exhale, rock it up and reach. And up one more. And up and lengthen down. Give those hips a nice little wiggle. Let's double check the time. We're looking good. Bring those knees back towards the midline. Hands pressed up. We're going to find that swan with the legs narrow, not the chin, round. And fold back. Find that shell stretch. Push into the floor. Lift the belly and round the spine. Now, allow your spine to melt, your torso to melt on those thighs. Take your hips to the left. Walk your hands to the right. And breathe. Now we're going to take the hips to the right and the hands to the left. Breathe. Doesn't that feel good? Bring those hands back to center, scoop the belly, roll it on up, and give yourself a nice little wiggle. All right, you guys, let's take a seat. Again, let's just make sure that that foam roller is out of the way. So you're not going to roll back onto it. You're not going to kick it. It's not going to fall underneath you. You don't want anything under your neck. Now we're going to take a seat. Start with those legs out in front of you. Inhale to prepare. Scoop through the belly. Legs are just zipped to the midline. We're going to roll it down. Hands come down. Legs come up and over. Pause with the weight across the back of the shoulders. Chin up, chest open. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Keep them zipped. Roll down through the spine. Pause. At 90, take a sip of breath. Sweep it up. And find the top of your teaser. Good. Now right arm sweeps up and down. Left arm sweeps up and down. Both arms. Inhale up. Circle around the back. Clasp your hands. Put your right thumb on the outside. Stretch those knuckles back. Lower those legs with control. And then scoop and dive forward. Knuckles to the sky as best as you can. Reach them up. Give them a little pulse. 3, 2, 1. Release those arms gracefully. Melt them down. Fold them forward. Grab a hold of those feet, ankles, toes, whatever you can reach. Give them some love. And roll it up. Let's take this one more time. Inhale. Curl. Right? Starting from the base of the spine, not collapsing in the ribs. Curling that pelvis. Here we go. Hollow, low belly. Hands come to the floor. Roll it up and over. No pressure on the neck or the head. All of the weight is braced across the back of the shoulders. Chin is up, chest is open. We're going to point the toes. Flex the feet. If you'd like, reach your left leg down and your right leg up. Point, flex, and switch. One leg up, point, and switch. Both legs meet parallel to the sky. Sits bones reaching to the ceiling. Roll down one vertebra at a time. Rise up. Let's point the toes at the top of that teaser. Here we go. Left arm sweeps. Right arm sweeps. Both arms sweep. Circle up and back. Lift your heart. Now the left hand on top. Reach those knuckles back. With pointed toes, lower those legs. Good. And then fold forward. And back of the head or crown of the head reaches to the toes. And the knuckles float to the sky. Here we go. 1 and 2. 1 more. 3. From the top, untangle those arms and sweep them forward. Drop the head and roll it on up. Give yourself a nice single ball. Now from here, we're going to take the feet wide, knees wide, arms up like you're saying, I didn't do anything. Here we go. Right knee opens, left knee rolls forward, turn and look around the corner. And again, switch, turn to look around the corner. To the right and to the left. To the right, see if you can come up and down, and then over to the left. Up and down. Again, over to the right. Reach them up, look around the corner. And over to the left. Reach them up, look around the corner. Now we come to the right. See if we can step up. Pick up that right knee. Set it back down. Lower the leg back. Take a seat. And over. Step. Pick your knee up. Set it down. Reach that knee back. Take a seat. Yeah, having some fun? Rise up. Step. Knee up. Knee down. Knee back. We had to try again, right? Last one. Rise up. Step. Knee up. Down. Back. Hips to square. Slip them out. Give them a little wiggle. Nice job, you guys. Final, I promise. Hands to the shins. Scoop the belly, rounded spine. Rock it back. Catch on those feet. Again. Rock it back. Catch on those feet. One more. Rise all the way up. Voila. Circle those arms out and down. Give yourself some oozy circles in those shoulders. And we can call it a Friday morning, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys are watching on Instagram TV later or tomorrow or next week, whatever, enjoy. I hope you love it. Send me a wave, send me a hi. I'd love to hear from you. Have a fabulous weekend. Take care. Mwah.